Good morning, class 7th. Today I will start new chapter. It is excretory system. Children, first of all, you should understand what is the meaning of excretion. In our body, so many activities are going on throughout the day and night. So every activity have its own waste material. So those materials are harmful mainly, and mainly they have presence of nitrogen. If the body will release out, then this process is known as excretion and the material is known as excretory product. So children, today I will concern about the excretory system. So first of all, you should know that excretion and secretion, what is the difference between it? As this is the summer season or rainy season, you are getting sweats or you are sweating. So, secretion of liquid from your body, this is known as secretion. Or when there is cut, you are saying that this is bleeding. So, removal of blood through any organ or through skin is called as bleeding, but releasing of nitrogenous material from our body is known as excretion. So, as we have sweating, so sweating is also an excretory product because it is having nitrogenous material, that is uric acid or mainly the form of ammonia. Other forms of ammonia we have in our sweats, and that's why we are having some pungent smell. So mainly sweating, urine, these two are the main excretory products in our body which is having nitrogen or nitrogenous material. So for your identification, you have to identify it by its pungent smell. Everyone have sweat and everyone have different type of pungent smell in their body, and urine also have everyone, because without urination your stomach or urinary bladder never be empty and can be collected in our body, and when we have more urea in our body, then the name of the disease is known as uremia. So this is the definition of excretory system. The organs, excretory system, the process of removal of nitrogenous wastes from the body is known as excretion, and as we have digestive system, so many organs are completing the process of digestion. So this is known as digestive system. So now this is the excretory system or urinary system. The organs concerned with the formation, storage and elimination of urine forms the urinary system. So excretion is the removal of nitrogenous waste material from our body, and those organs are involved in the excretion of waste materials. They are known as, or they form the urinary system or excretory system. Same thing, excretory system. Now children, how many things are released out from our body in excretion? First and foremost should be the nitrogenous waste product. Nitrogenous waste product, that means the waste material having nitrogen. So children, this is not in your book, but I am telling you, please learn it, understand it. So these are the forms of material by which the animals can excrete out their excretory product. First thing, ammonotelic. Ammonotelic, as the name suggests, or according to the name, you can understand the ammonia or the nitrogen can be released in the form of ammonia. So the animals which are ammonotelic, examples are all the aquatic fishes, not the aquatic other animals, only the fishes. Fishes are ammonotelic in nature. Next one, ureotelic. Ureotelic means those animals which release their excretory material in the form of urea. Ammonia will be changed into urea and the excretory material can be released in the form of urea. So these animals are aquatic reptiles. Not all the aquatic animals, in first I told you, only the fishes, ammonotelic, and ureotelic means all the reptiles which are aquatic in nature. So they change their excretory material in the form of urea and release it into water. Third one, uricotelic. Uricotelic means the animals, those who release their excretory material in the form of uric acid. If it is, because uric acid is least harmful than ammonia and urea. So, uricotelic. In the uricotelic animals, the examples are all the mammals and terrestrial reptiles. Uricotelic mammals, as we are excreting out the excretory material in the form of urine. But children, I think you have seen or not, I don't know. But if you want to see the terrestrial reptiles, that is urine of terrestrial reptiles, they are in the solid form. And sometimes when it becomes dried, they becomes powder-like, white powderish nature of it. Terrestrial reptiles. If you have seen for the lizards, then you can get it. Or suppose those who are birds, they also have white colored droppings along with their droppings. White colored portions are there. This is also uric acid, and because birds are also terrestrial, so terrestrial birds are also having uricotelic, but they have little bit semi-solid, not totally solid. Reptiles have totally solid, mammals have totally urine in the liquid form, but the birds have in the semi-solid form. So these are the three types of animals, those who can release their excretory product in three forms. One is ammonotelic in the form of ammonia, next is ureotelic, that is in the form of urea, and third one is uricotelic, that is in the form of uric acid. Now children, so first point, that is the nitrogenous waste products. So these are the released in these forms. Next one, excess vitamin. Excess vitamin is not necessary for, if it is not necessary for our body, then it can be released out from our body. So excess vitamin can be released in the form of, along with the urine, not in the form of, along with the urine, only vitamin B and C. These only can be released along with our urine because these are water soluble, and others, those who can't released by excretory material, they are A, D, E and K. These are the fat soluble vitamins. These fat soluble vitamins cannot be released by our excretory product. Achha. Then third one, excess salt. If salt is not necessary in our body and we are taken more in amount, so excess salt also can be released out from our body along with the urine. Don't think children salt means only the table salt. Other type of salts also which we are taking in diet, in any other form, and they are also be released through our urine. This is the excess salt. Then carbon dioxide and water vapor. Children, this is the exceptional waste material which is also included in our excretory product, because accumulation of carbon dioxide is very harmful for our body. Excess of carbon dioxide leads to death also. When it mixes with the blood, we cannot respire and then we can lead to death. So CO2, yet it is not nitrogenous waste material, then also it is poisonous and it is also included in the excretory material. And water vapor, along with our exhaled air, we are excreting out these two things. And fifth one, bile pigments. Children, if you don't know, then know first that we have red blood cells. As we are having red blood, then due to the red blood cells, we have red colored blood. And red blood cells have lifespan 120 days only. After 120 days, it is died or it is destroyed, and they will form two pigments, bilirubin and biliverdin. Bilirubin and biliverdin. These are known as bile pigment and can be thrown out in our digestive system with the pancreatic juice. So these bilirubin, biliverdin, we are having through one RBC only after 120 days. So many millions of RBCs we have, so millions of pigments we have in our body. These pigments should be excreted out. Children, you know the disease named as jaundice. Jaundice is having the yellow color of your nail, eyes, urine, skin, everything. Due to these pigments, when these are accumulated in our blood and cannot be thrown out by our body through the excretion, then these two pigments leads to the jaundice. So these are the yellow colored pigment. Children, you can understand our feces also have yellow color due to these pigments, because these pigments should be excreted out from the body. And next is creatinine. Creatinine is also the yellow pigment which are present or which should be present in our body, in our urine, which is excreted out through the body. This creatinine also gives yellow color to the urine. So these bile pigments, that is bilirubin and biliverdin and creatinine. Creatinine will be released with our urine, and bile pigments also released with our waste products. After digesting, we are releasing waste material. These waste product includes bile pigments. If these pigments are being collected, then we are getting more these pigments, bilirubin and biliverdin, and we have the jaundice. The name is jaundice, and in Hindi it is called also as pilia, because every organ becomes yellowish, even eyes, nails, skins, everything. So this is the common things which we should know about it, that is the excretory system. Okay children, thank you. Tomorrow I will tell you about the organs. Thank you.